Where would you like to fly to?
See you around.
Hello, adventurer. Welcome to Thelsamar. And while you're here, don't forget to visit our local brewery. Mountaineer Rockgar is looking for volunteers for a mission through Dun Algaz and into the wetlands. If you want to get your boots wet in that soggy county to the north, then speak with Rockgar at Dun Algaz. Dun Algaz is north up the road, beyond the guard tower.
Great!
The Stormwind stockades are found near the Mage Quarter in Stormwind.
Guess that yet.
Imogen wants to know what the slowdown is, eh? Iron Band is putting together his latest progress report with details. But I can tell you this, it's the Trogs. Recently, just before the Trogs surfaced within the site, we had uncovered a large number of strange carved idols. But we didn't have the chance to study them, for soon after their discovery, the Trogs chased us away from the ruins. And those idols have a strange effect on the Trogs. It makes them go berserk. Bring me 8 idols. I want to study them, and I want them out of Trog hands. You can find the idols on the Trogs infesting the site. I need a progress report sent to Thelson. A progress report and a restatement of my request for more blast power. Here's the report. Take it to Jörn Hornhelm. He's our local contact in Thelsamar. It's not a difficult task, but it must be done.
Charging. I need to get closer. I'm out of range. I can't cast that yet.
You got my attention. Safe travels. What can I do for you?
You got them! Nicely done, adventurer. And you don't look too worse for wear, even with those berserk trogs about. I'm gonna keep my eye on you. You show some promise.
What can I do for you? Watch your back.
So Norn doesn't trust my reconnaissance abilities? I wonder why. Never mind that, I need your assistance. Nay, the movement needs your assistance. As if crashing into the lock wasn't bad enough, trogs from the nearby island attacked me and stole my tools and special Blastenheimer Blastenkapper explosives. With no gyrocopter and no explosives, the movement has no chance. Get my tools back and find my Blastenkapper explosives, adventurer, for no Marigan!
That spell isn't ready yet. That spell isn't ready yet. Still recharging. That yet. It's too far away. I can't carry anymore.
Hey! You've done the movement a great service, adventurer. The trogs and leper gnomes infesting Gnomeregan will soon feel the brunt of a gnomish air assault.
Great to meet you.
Bah! Ironband's having trouble with the trogs. I wonder if he wants that blast powder to aid his digging, or to aid his efforts against the trog beasts. Well, either way, it's powder well spent. But what's strange is I sent him plenty of blast powder weeks ago. I wonder where it went. We'll need approval to get Ironband more blast powder. You'll have to take his report to the Explorers League headquarters in Ironforge. Here's the report. Give it to Prospector Stormpike, and don't forget to duck after you deliver it. Stormpike is hot-headed, and he won't be happy to hear of Ironband's slow progress at the site. You'll find Stormpike in the Assembly of Explorers.
How are you? Watch your back. How are you?
Aha! So Grimman finally finished my axe. I can't wait to try it against some trogs and kobolds. Many thanks, adventurer. It was a long distance to travel for this delivery. Here are some coins for your efforts. Hello, adventurer. You're here for the scouting mission, are you? Very good. I hope your gear is in good condition because this scouting mission has changed into something more messy. Orcs of the Dragonmoor clan have a haven in the wetlands, and now they have expanded into Dun Algaz. We can't let them keep their foothold here, or Loch Moden will be cut off from Menethil Harbour, our port and stronghold in the wetlands. Break through Dun Algaz to the wetlands beyond, and kill some orcs for good measure. Report to Valstag Ironjaw in Menethil Harbour. Menethil is through Dun Algaz, then north along the road, then west at the fork. We're counting on you, adventurer. Do not fail. Thank the stars someone is concerned about the well-being of the dam. First the destruction of the Thandol span, and then the pillaging of Dun Modder. I have no doubt that the dam will be the target of the next Dark Iron threat. Most of the security detail here was reassigned to the Alliance front, including my top inspector. That's why I need you, adventurer. I spotted some Dark Iron sappers milling about the eastern ramp of the dam. Investigate the area and bring back a clue.
The suspicious-looking barrel contains a strange-smelling powder. You take a sample of the strange-smelling powder.
Here there.
This is an alarming discovery, to say the least! If my suspicions are correct, this is some type of explosive powder. This must be analyzed by an explosives expert so we know just what we're dealing with here. Ashland Stonesmirk was assigned to the regiment guarding Dun Modor and the Thandol Span. I need you to make a grave and perilous journey, adventurer. Travel through the Alga's Gate, follow the road through the wetlands, and seek out Stonesmirk in Dun Modor. Heed my advice. Stick to the roads and stop for nothing.
I'm out of range. Still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. Charging.
Mark my words, you won't find faster griffins anywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms than the ones right here in Thelsamar. Your report is full of bad news. I see the Dragon Wars are making a strong move into Algaz. Normally the Dragon Wars just hide up in the hills. What made them surge into Algaz is still a mystery. Thank you, adventurer, and we'll probably want your help dealing with these orcs.
I'm James Halloran, the tanner. Cured crocolisk skins are sought after all over, shipments leaving by boat to ports around the world. Met Einar? He's one of the hunters that brings crocolisk skins in for me. I'm a bit short on the softer skins that come off crocolisk young. Being that I'm running low, I'll pay you top coin for a stack of the skins. You can find the young crocs in the marshes, right outside of town. You've heard of the Green Warden? You're not looking for him, are you? Well, I say you're crazy if you are, but who am I to keep a fool from her death? If you are seeking that beast, then I hear he is in the marsh, east of the road where it forks to Dunmuder. He's lurking there among the croc, and worse. And leave your money here. You won't need it where you're going, and you don't want to chip old Greenie's tooth on your gold when he bites you in half, do you?
How are ya? See you soon. Interest you on the fight? Off with you.
How are you? Curse that Iron Band! I sent him a load of blast powder weeks ago, but he's made no mention of it in this report. So, where did the blast powder go? If Iron Band still needs blast powder, then by Magni he'll have it. I sent the approval on ahead with a messenger to Jörn Hornhelm in Thelsomar. He'll prepare the powder and other supplies to take to Iron. And one more thing, I want you to personally see that the shipment of powder reaches its destination. The last one didn't, so keep your mind sharp and your eyes open. The Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds, but can those airy peaked griffins stand the heat of the Great Forge? I think not. What? Stormpike wants you to personally see the shipment to Ironband? I suppose that's fine. The only problem is, I've already sent Huldar with the porters Miran and Cyan. You just missed them. They left just a short while ago. It's not too late, though. You're welcome to go to look for Huldar. He can't have made it very far. Strong as they are, Miran and Cyan can only move so fast, laden down with those barrels. They're taking the normal route to the site, leaving south out of town and following the curve of the loch. Shouldn't have a problem finding them unless they've already got there.
Great to meet you. What?
Delivering these barrels to the excavation site is hard work, but there are so many depending on us to get the blast powder there. We must do what we can against the Dark Irons. It'll take more than a Dark Iron ambush to stop the deliveries. But Cyan, I would never have suspected him to be one of their sympathizers. We've been working with him for almost a year now. Maybe I missed the signs. Well, I'll consider that later. We've been hauling the barrels of powder back and forth in trips before this business. Now we have to split up the work. Moran's taking the barrels and I'm watching over the other ones. I don't feel safe letting Moran haul the rest of the shipment by himself.
When he's ready to go, maybe you could escort him on his next trip.
Hello, adventurer! You'll be escorting me to the excavation site? That's good to hear. After Scion and his cronies, who knows what else the Dark Irons might have up their sleeves? Anyways, let me just make some final checks. Talk to me again when you're ready to go. Ready to go, adventurer? First, we need to get the powder to Iron Man. It'll be a lot for me to carry. These parts can get dangerous. And who knows what else the Dark Irons might have in store. I'll feel a lot better with you coming along.
What's on your mind?
What can I get for you today? Off with you.
Oh, thank the light, the powder is here. But it is troubling news that you bring as well. To think that the Dark Irons have sympathizers able to procure this sort of material for their dastardly plans. That's a matter for someone else to consider. Some other time. I must put this powder to good use. Mark my words, you won't find faster griffins anywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms than the ones right here in Thelsamar.
I'm giving a speech on the fortitude of the spirit, and I'd like to recite passages from a particular book on metallurgy. The Stresses of Iron. A copy of this book should be in the Royal Library within Stormwind Keep. Can you retrieve it for me? If so, then may the blessings of the light be with you. The Royal Library is very large, but the head librarian, Milton Sheaf, knows each shelf like it was his own son. Speak to him. He'll retrieve the book for you.
Light bless you.
Metallurgy? Yes, we have many books on the subject and are happy to aid Brother Christoph with his speech. Now, which particular book was it the good brother needed? The Stresses of Iron? Yes, I know the book. Quite a good one. Written by the dwarven miner Margulf Blagan a few decades ago. He spent most of his time deep in the mountains of Casmodan, digging ore. Smart fellow. But where was I? Oh yes, The Stresses of Iron. I'm afraid the book was moved to the Northshire Abbey. The caretaker of the Abbey's library, Brother Paxton, wanted to make a copy of the book for his own shelves. But that was months ago. I wonder why it's taking him so long. These great beasts know paths that you can't find on foot. They'll get you there fast and maybe show you something new at the same time. light be with you. The band of wretches responsible for driving the good people of Westfall from the land call themselves the Defias Brotherhood. I need you to infiltrate this clan of thugs. We need to know who heads up the cartel and where they are hiding out. In Lakeshire, in the inn, there is a rogue by the name of Wiley who owes me a favor. Travel to Lakeshire in the Red Ridge Mountains, east of Elwyn, and find out what you can. The People's Militia has but one goal: to defend the lands of Westfall and return peace to our surroundings. Unfortunately, the price of peace is often blood. One of my scouts has brought word of a band of Defias trappers wreaking havoc nearby. I have reports of Defias trapper sightings near the Jangle Lode mine to the northwest, as well as at the Molson Farm and Furlbrow's Pumpkin Farm. If you seek to join our ranks, slay 15 Defias trappers and 15 Defias smugglers, then return to me.
I need more mana. Not enough mana. It's too far away. I need to get closer. Isn't ready.
Do not be alarmed, traveler. I have long since passed from this land. But I intend no harm to your kind. I have witnessed too much death in my time. My only wish now is for peace. Perhaps you can help my cause. The night the lighthouse keeper's family died was horrible. I watched helpless as old Murky led the attack. But what's done is done. And now my concern is for the lives of the sailors on the great sea, whose ships come close to the perilous rocks of the coastline. With no one to keep watch on the flame, the responsibility has fallen upon me. Help me keep the torch lit by bringing me 5 flasks of oil from the harvest monsters. Praise you, brave adventurer. The rocks of the Westfall coast shall be lit thanks to your hard work. Many lives will be spared so long as the torch is kept lit. I died needlessly on this very shore. My afterlife plight is to see that no others follow my destiny. When my life was ended upon the rocks, I had no clue what the afterlife held for me. The lighthouse was black that night because old Murky had scared the keeper's family off. They returned and relit the flame, but old Murky coerced the weaker-minded Murlocs to raid the lighthouse with him once again. The second time, the family was not so lucky, and before my eyes, they perished helplessly. Slay old Murky if you see him along the shore, and bring me one of his scales, and I shall reward you.
I can't cast that yet. inventory is full. I can't carry anymore.
Do not be alarmed, traveler. I have long since passed from this land, but I intend no harm to your kind. I have witnessed too much death in my time. My only wish now is for peace. Perhaps you can help my cause. So the foul heathen Murkai is dead. Well done, adventurer. By your hands, one life was laid to rest. But perhaps many more were saved. The great sea, wrought with danger, as it is, shall be a wee bit safer this night, thanks to your heroics. You probably noticed all the shipwrecks along the coast. The great sea is treacherous indeed. The coast of Westfall needs to be kept clear, so that if sailors find their way to our beaches, they are safe. The Morlocks are trouble, though. Kill 7 tide hunters, 7 warriors, 7 oracles, and 7 coast runners, and I will see to it that you are rewarded.
Greetings. Nice work, person. Please accept one of these items as payment for all your hard work. Be careful. Looking for something specific? See you around. used to work one of the farms to the southeast, until dark riders from Deadwind Pass descended upon my farm and slaughtered my family when I was away. When I returned, I saw a shadowy figure skulking near my barn, burying something. He fled before I could catch him, and I couldn't linger for I was hot on the heels of the dark riders, so I never discovered what was hidden. If you can find what that shadowy figure buried, I would be grateful. The hiding spot is behind the old barn. Dangerous days ahead of us. What with the necromancer to the east, and out here alone as we are, we have to hunt for our own food. Every time I'm heading back to camp with some meat on me, starving or rabid out of the forest wanting to fight. It goes without saying, living out here is dangerous. But if you can rid us of some of those wolves, we'd have an easier time. They mostly prowl north and east of here, near the river. I've been stuck hiding in this ghost town for weeks, and I haven't eaten anything but grubs and weeds. I need some decent food, and I'm willing to trade well for it. Bring me a feast, and I'll pay you handsomely. I heard Chef Gruel at the Scarlet Raven Tavern in Darkshire makes very good dusky crab cakes.
Charging. That spell isn't ready yet. Charging. I can't cast that.
What can you do at an inn? Well, when you stay at an inn, you rest very comfortably. Because of this, you will become well-rested much more quickly than you would in the wilderness. When you are well-rested, you learn more from experience. You may also speak with any innkeeper to get a hearthstone, and can later use the hearthstone in order to quickly return to that inn.
Mr. Sheaf is wondering where his book is? Well, this is a tad embarrassing. I have the book, but I'm still making my copy, and I'm not quite ready to give the original up.
I've been meaning to finish my copy of The Stresses of Iron, but, well, you see, I make my own ink for books I copy. It's my own recipe. It doesn't run or smear, and it dries very quickly. Unfortunately, it dries too quickly. My last batch dried up before I could finish the copying job, and I haven't had the chance to make more ink. To make more, I need Rathbun iron ore from the Red Ridge Mountains. Foreman Oslo and Lakeshire is my usual supplier. My rival Morgan is a vicious mage of great power who lives in the Tower of Ilgalar in Redridge. I have developed a means of spying on him, the Eye of Azora, and can now view him from afar. But to study his thoughts, I require further aid. If you are willing, then take my glyph of Azora to the Tower of Ilgalar. Place it upon the lion statue near the tower. When this is done, the power of Azora will grant visions of Morgan's future plans. Hail, adventurer. I am charged to patrol this stretch of road. Although the road is safe for now, I've seen Gnoll encampments to the north and east of here. Lakeshire must know of the gathering Gnoll force. Report to Deputy Felden in Lakeshire and tell him of the Gnolls. Do this, and I'm sure Felden will offer you a scout's wage. Felden's usually inspecting the area south of the bridge to Lakeshire. There are Redridge Gnolls that close to Eldon. They may be poised to advance into our homeland. Soon the people of Lakeshire may not be the only humans under siege. Here is your pay, though you bring us dire news. And it comes at a bad time, for we are ill-equipped to deal with it. We don't have men to spare, but something must be done about those Gnolls you reported to me. Scout Southern Redridge for Gnolls. Harry them, kill those you can, and report back to me with a count of their numbers and an assessment of the threat they present. You may find those Gnolls camped all along the southern road of Redridge. Do this for the Stormwind Army, adventurer, and you will be rewarded. I could really use a hand here, adventurer. With the town under siege, it's been hard to get supplies. My tools were being delivered from Goldshire by wagon, but the bridge was blown out. We put the tools in a boat, but the orcs hit it with a catapult. Just my luck. My toolbox sank right to the bottom of the lake. Retrieve my toolbox, adventurer, and I'll make it worth your while.
You need what? Maybe you haven't noticed, but we're busy fortifying Lakeshire's defenses and repairing damage from recent orc attacks. If you need Rethben iron ore, you'll have to get it yourself.
Rethben ore is named after the man who first found it, Bart Rethben. When smelted, it's not as strong as iron, but its ore has a dark, flat color that some scribes use in their dyes. It can be found in the Rethben caverns north of here. We usually have some in stock, but we're too busy preparing for orc attacks to gather any. And besides, Redridge gnolls are now living in the Rethben caverns, and their drudgers are gathering the ore themselves. So if you need some, you'll have to get it yourself. I've been using so much iron keeping the Stormwind guards outfitted, I don't have enough to supply the stable's horses with shoes. Take this note to Blacksmith Argus in Goldshire. It explains to him my problem and requests a shipment of horseshoes.
My friend Hillary lost her necklace and we can't find it. We've been fishing all day right here, and we looked around here already. The only thing I can think of is that it fell into the lake. Our parents don't want us to swim in the lake. My mom says there's some mean things underwater, but you look like you aren't scared of mean things. Could you find it for her, please?
You need something? See you later.
Thank you for finding my necklace. Mister, you are very kind. My kitty thanks you too. Isn't that right, FC?
I supply only the finest goods. Farewell.
So, Stoutmantle sent you? Well, I owe it. What I am about to tell you could cost me my life. The Defias gang is up to something big. Last I heard they were working in conjunction with various gnolls, kobolds, and even goblins. Take this note to Stoutmantle. It explains as much as I know on the subject.
Can you do me a favor? I've prepared a lunch for Guard Parker, but he's out on patrol. He's a big, strong Stormwind guard who can defend himself, but it's much too dangerous out there for a townsperson like me. So if you deliver his lunch for me, then come back here and I'll give you a free lunch. Parker patrols the stretch of road leading to Duskwood.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Excellent recovery, adventurer. I never thought I'd see these tools again.
Have a good one.
Cooking is a lifelong pursuit, and I see we share the same passion. Nothing would please me more than to make you some Red Ridge goulash. But there's a slight problem. During the recent orc uprising, I fed the entire brigade of Stormwind troops. My cupboard is now bare, but if you can provide me with the ingredients, I'd be happy to oblige. Just bring me 5 pieces of tough condor meat, 5 great Goratusk snouts, and 5 helpings of crisp spider meat.
King's honor, friend. Thanks. I could really use the meal. Guarding Lakeshire from the orcs and gnolls is tough work. Before you go back to Darcy, can you bring her some flowers for me? You can get them at the herbalist shop back in Lakeshire, at the west end of town. But when you get the flowers, don't tell the herbalist Marty whom they're from or whom they're for.
I got what you need! Revenge!
Greetings. You need some crab cakes, do you? Well, I might be able to cook some up for you. I'll let you in on a little secret. Dusky crab cakes are really made from spider legs. I know it's a bit disgusting, but the cakes have a nice tangy flavor and make great snacks. Bring me gooey spider legs and I'll whip you up a few of them. I hear venom web spiders are a good source. They nest to the north, between the foothills and the river.
Open your heart to the light.
Greetings. I am Anchorite Dellen, one of the Draenei. I am a teacher of sorts. And who might you be? Greetings, adventurer. I trust that your journey here was uneventful. These poor souls are beset upon all sides by the creatures of the night. It is our wish that you lend them what aid you can in pushing back the darkness. Travel about the town and get to know its inhabitants. Please, adventurer, help them in any way that you can.
Do you know Sven? Now there is a man who does the work of the light. He and his followers keep a camp at the northwestern edge of Duskwood. Unfortunately, because they are so few, they cannot even spare a man to fetch supplies from town. Will you deliver these supplies to him? There was an old man who used to come into town to buy supplies rather frequently, but I haven't seen him for quite some time now. He lives out in a shack overlooking Ravenhill Cemetery, if I remember correctly. Perhaps you should go see if something is amiss.
My gnomish friend Cog has promised to help me build a device which will let me peer towards the stars. A truth exists, beyond magic, that can explain the strange transformation in the forest. Bring to me a bronze tube made by a skilled engineer. That is the first step, according to Cog's blueprint. This is perfect, adventurer. The first step is complete. According to Cog's blueprint, what I need now is a way to reflect light. I remember a woman by the name of Mary who became well known around these parts for always carrying a looking glass. Perhaps you can track Mary down and see if she might lend us a reflective surface for this project. I believe she once resided in southern Duskwood. Light be with you. Light bless you. Bah, I should have let that scoundrel rot when I had the chance. This information is crucial. Good work. I wonder what Wiley meant when he mentioned the stonemasons. Perhaps that was a slip of tongue. Could the Defias gang be related to the stonemasons? Only one man would know for sure. Matthias Shaw, head of SI-7. Show him Wiley's note and see if he has anything to add to this growing mystery. If you have trouble finding Shaw, check the barracks in Old Town. The People's Militia has but one goal: to defend the lands of Westfall and return peace to our surroundings. Unfortunately, the price of peace is often blood. One of my scouts has brought word of a band of Defias trappers wreaking havoc nearby. I have reports of Defias trapper sightings near the Jangle Lode mine to the northwest, as well as at the Molson Farm and Furlbrow's Pumpkin Farm. If you seek to join our ranks,